Please join us in our opening hymn, From This Bright Hour. From this bright hour and days to come, as we have gathered into one, open the gates and the light will shine all around. Let there be light. Wounds of the world begin to heal as peace with justice is made real. Open the gates and the light will shine all around. Let there be light. All are welcome, all invited, with open hearts and open minds. In our living, in our learning, may we always be searching for truth and light. Now is the hour, join in the song, here in this place where we belong. Open the gates and the light will shine all around. Let there be light.
Good morning and welcome to First Unitarian Church of Portland, where our mission is to nurture the individual spirit and to build the beloved community. We are so glad that you are with us this morning on Mother's Day for our family worship service. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you again for joining us, and again, welcome. Every Sunday we light a chalice, and this morning Reverend Bill Sinkford will light our chalice from his home.
Good morning. I will light our chalice now. And if you have a candle or a chalice with you at home, I invite you to light it now as well. We light this chalice in thanks for the love and the support of our mothers and our fathers and all those who care for us, and with a promise to care for others as our lives unfold. We are Unitarian Universalists. We light this chalice in faith, in hope, and in love.
Unitarian Julia Ward Howe wrote a Mother's Day proclamation that today appears in our church hymnal. When she wrote this, she referred to sons because they were the ones who were sent off to fight in times of war. One section reads, "Our sons shall not be taken from us to unlearn all that we have been able to teach them of charity, mercy, and patience. We women of one country will be too tender of those of another country to allow our sons to be trained to injure theirs. Come, let us worship together." Unitarian Julia Ward Howe was a poet, a writer, and a speaker. She fought for fair laws for women. She fought against slavery of Black people. She was a tiny, red-haired, peppy woman who cared about people. We Unitarian Universalists also have a special reason to be proud of her. She started Mother's Day about 150 years ago. But it was not like the Mother's Day celebrations that you may be used to. She made it a day in which women in countries all over the world would work for peace. Peace was the real reason for the Mother's Day in the beginning. But most people don't know that today. I'll tell you what happened. In 1870, the Franco-Prussian War broke out in Europe. Julia Ward Howe was horrified by this war because she said it was fought over a problem that could easily have been settled without killing people. There did not need to have been a war at all. She thought to herself, mothers should step into these matters of wars. It is the mothers who have the babies and who raise the children, and they do not want to see human lives destroyed. Women have a responsibility to try to get leaders to use peaceful ways of settling conflicts. Now, in those days, most people thought that women should stay out of politics. They should leave these sorts of things to the men. But that didn't stop Julia Ward Howe from trying. She wrote a paper calling the women of the world to unite and work for peace. She had it translated into French, Spanish, Italian, German, and Swedish. Then she went to London to organize a Women's Peace Congress. She wanted to speak at peace meetings in London and Paris, but the men who ran the peace organization said, "No, you cannot give any speeches at our meetings. You are only a woman." But she didn't give up. She rented a meeting hall and held her own meetings, but not many people came. She was disappointed. So she returned to the United States, but she carried out another idea. She started a festival which she named Mother's Day, a special day when women the world over would speak out for peace. She chose June 2nd as the date for Mother's Day because the weather would be good at that time of year for holding rallies outdoors, and it would be in the midst of the flower season. For many years after that, Mother's Day was celebrated on June 2nd as a day for peace in Boston, New York, Philadelphia, and other cities in the United States, and also in England, Scotland, and Switzerland. Then in 1907, a woman named Anna Jarvis organized a memorial service on the second Sunday in May to honor her own mother, Anne Reeves Jarvis. Even before Julia Ward Howe's peace efforts, Anne Reeves Jarvis organized mothers' work clubs to improve the health of infants in her community. And she later organized a Mother's Friendship Day to help bring together families and neighbors that were divided by the Civil War. In recognition of her mother, as well as the peace efforts of Julia Ward Howe and her Peace Day, Anna Jarvis worked hard for an official Mother's Day proclamation. In 1913, her efforts paid off, and Congress made the second Sunday in May a national holiday to honor mothers. Over time, the connection between Mother's Day and peace efforts has mostly been forgotten. And yet, all over the world, women are organizing for peace and justice on every day of the year. Women have been at the forefront of peace and social justice movements throughout history. There are many influential examples in recent decades. In Northern Ireland, some 10,000 Protestant and Catholic women joined together in protest of violence and demanded peace between opposing groups. And when Liberia was entrenched in civil war, it was nonviolent direct action by the women of Liberia, mass action for peace, that brought an end to the violence. Here in the United States, one of the most significant social justice movements of our time, Black Lives Matter, was started by 3 women: Alicia Garza, Patrisse Cullors, and Opal Tometi. The movement has been going strong now for 7 years and has become a global organization in the US, UK, and Canada to eradicate white supremacy and build local power to intervene in violence inflicted on Black communities. So today, on this Mother's Day, may we honor the mothers and grandmothers in our lives and our communities. May it also be a time to remember and support the collective actions by mothers and women to create a peaceful world, solving problems without violence, and working for safe communities that can thrive. This is what mothers do and what mothers have always done.
Julia Ward Howe's Mother's Day proclamation was, in a way, a prayer for peace for the whole world. So for today's special music, I'd like to offer a musical prayer for peace. It's called May You Find Peace Everywhere. May the sunshine always be, may the air you breathe be clean, may the grass and trees for you be forever green, and may you find peace everywhere, and bring it everywhere you go. May you grow up to be old and still be young at heart. May you see that the lines we draw just keep us all apart. And may you find peace everywhere and bring it everywhere you go. You'll find it in the music of the wind as it blows. See it in the shadows, you know the light always shows. Yes, I know that it's true. You'll always find it in you. May you reach beyond your fears. May all your dreams come true. May you always understand the love's inside of you. And may you find peace everywhere and bring it everywhere you go. May all memories of your heart be the ones of love. May you forever see the wonder from above. And may you find peace everywhere and bring it everywhere you go. May you find peace everywhere and bring it everywhere you go.
There is so much to thank our mothers for, and our fathers, and grandparents, and aunts, and uncles, whether we are related to them by blood or by the love that we share, all those who care about us and care for us. That care is expressed in many ways. One way that our mothers care for us is to work for a world in which we can thrive, a world in which we can become all that we hope to become. Mothers can be a powerful force for good, helping our world become more welcoming for us all. Julia Ward Howe was a mother like that. Here is another example from right here in Portland, Teresa Rayford. Teresa Rayford's nephew, Andre Dupreed Payton, was shot and killed in downtown Portland in September of 2010, more than 10 years ago. And she grieved his death. But Teresa Rayford also used her grief to start an organization called Don't Shoot Portland, Don't Shoot PDX. She called together activists to work to end gun violence, and specifically to end violence by police officers. Don't Shoot PDX is a Black-led organization that works to make our city safer for all of us. She's been arrested for demonstrating for police accountability, Her organization has filed lawsuits to end police use of tear gas against peaceful demonstrators. She ran for Portland mayor as a write-in candidate. Last year, Teresa and her daughter, Ty Carpenter, who is now president of Don't Shoot PDX, visited our learning community at First Unitarian to share their stories and their passion for ending gun violence. Perhaps some of you remember that visit. In an interview, she described her work this way. I feel like I'm seeding. Like, okay, let me go ahead and give some things, because I know a lot of people who were killed that didn't get that opportunity. I love them a whole lot. But when you have that capacity, you can give more. So you try. So you try. Teresa Rayford is a mother and an aunt who uses her grief to make the world a better place. For our meditation this morning, I invite you to get comfortable and to relax your body. Breathe in and hold it, and then breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, in and out. Think about all the other people who have worked to make the world a better place for you, a safer place, a place that will welcome the gifts that you bring. Think about all the ways those people made your life better. How do you feel? Do you feel grateful for that love and care? Are you thankful for all the love and grateful for all the help you have been given? Now, as you breathe in and out, think more broadly about all of the people who work to make the world a better and a safer place. Think about Teresa Rayford and all of your neighbors who march and protest when they see things that need to be changed so that we can all live better and fuller lives. Feel the gratitude for all those people and for all that they do, for all of the time that they take and all of the time that they spend. Let's take a moment now together in silence to feel our gratitude. And on this Mother's Day, let us find ways to tell those people how grateful we are and how we promise to find our own ways to make the world a better place. We call a world in which we are all helping to make life better the beloved community. And we build the beloved community together. May that be so, and amen.
May we recognize and listen to mothers and women today and all days for all the ways they love, the courage they have, the truth they tell, the communities they build, and the hope they bring. May we, as Unitarian Universalists, always work toward a world of peace. This is the day we have been given. Let us rejoice in it and be glad. Go in peace, practice love. Amen.
Please join us in our closing hymn, As You Go. We hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go. To nurture the spark of your precious life, we hold you in our love as you go. We hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go. To nurture the spark of your